The waist down mindset. Hey guys, Scott here. Today I'm going to talk about why most men have the waist down mindset. I'm going to touch on a lot of things here. So be sure to get yourself in a Zen state, open up your mind, be receptive, and listen well. Let's begin. Most men have a waist down mindset. Scott, what do you mean by this? I'm glad you asked. See, when a man is in his prime or younger years, his hormones are running at 100 miles per hour. More often than not, men around this age think with their little head. They aren't yet disciplined to see the power and the art of focus. When a man is entertaining more than one woman, his focus is divided by how many women he's entertaining. This goes for his time as well. If, on average, we have 8 useful hours in a day, and your time is being split by 3, you're not left with much time to be productive. Only when a man has tasted a few different flavors of the rainbow does he finally derive at the conclusion that all the colors in the Fruit Loop box taste the same. Yes, that is an actual fact. The quest of liberation is a quest that every man must take for himself. Women see this as negative, but it is truly a test of mental liberation. Ladies, if you're with a man who's yet to take this quest, I advise you to take a break and allow him to do so. Otherwise, I guarantee you that not if, when he does so, it will be detrimental to your relationship because it will destroy the trust, and a relationship without trust is as good as dead. This is why so many women like to date older men. Usually, older men have already completed this quest of liberation. Therefore, when they are entertaining a woman, she can feel how sharp his focus is for her, whereas with a younger man, she might not get this same feeling. So, if you value the man that you're with and you want a future with him, it is imperative that you have that talk. Men initially see a woman from the waist down during their early years. This is why when an attractive woman goes by a young man, more often than not, his eyes go where, ladies? That is correct, right down to your derriere. Unfortunately, I cannot say for certain if this response that we do to a passing attraction is a natural reaction or one we learn through conditioning from living in an overly sexualized society. I would assume the latter. Very rarely will you meet a man who has the ability to think and see from the waist up, void of ulterior motives and uninfluenced by their little head. Such a man, they say, is dangerous. But why do they say this? This type of man is everything but dangerous. They say he is dangerous because they know they can't control this type of man, so they label him as such. You have probably heard the sayings, "Oh, he's too good to be true. Girl, there's gotta be something wrong. This is just too good," or something along those lines. Oftentimes, when a woman encounter the 1% man, they can't even believe their eyes, aka their heart. According to my father, there are 3 things that can destroy a man: power, women, and drugs. If you can't be swayed by any of these, then congratulations, welcome to the 1%. The 1% possesses the power to harness their sexual energy and use it to create and influence their reality. In the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, it talks about sexual transmutation. It is when you take your sexual energy and transform it into real life success. Napoleon Hill says it is the number 1 most powerful energy for accessing your infinite genius and creativity. In the book, The Way of the Superior Man by David Dita, it says, "There are many physical and spiritual reasons why ejaculation should be converted into non-ejaculatory whole body, brain, and heart orgasms. But there are also relational reasons. When a man has no control over his ejaculation, he cannot meet his woman sexually or emotionally. She knows she can deplete him, weaken him, empty him of life force. She has won. When a man ejaculates easily, he creates ongoing distrust in his woman. At a subtle level, she feels he cannot be trusted. She and the world can deplete and depolarize him easily. This subtle distrust will pervade the relationship. She will not only doubt him, but actually act to undermine his actions in the world. By undermining him, she demonstrates and tests his weakness. But she also hopes that through such tests, he can learn to remain full. When a man still thinks from the waist down and still has a waist down mindset, key word is thinks there. He still has no mastery of self. And when a man lacks mastery of self, he is weak. A woman does not want to build a nation on a weak foundation. You can't build a nation with a weak foundation. You can, but it will eventually collapse. Hence why the current divorce rate in America is at 50%. That means if you get married, there is a 50% chance it'll end in a divorce. Think on that.